The major challenge we're going to give you in this course is to go now and create a Discord bot that can police the attitude of people in your Discord server. We all know that people on Discord get a bit passionate about what they believe in, but let's make a bot that calms everything down and tries to encourage a positive atmosphere. We're going to start first of all by looking at the idea of sentiment analysis. This is some code I'll give you. Everything else you can work out for yourself. We're going to bring in a library called TextBlob, and the easiest way to do that, of course, is with our package manager. Click on the package manager, search for TextBlob, and click the plus button to install it. It'll spin for a minute or so and then have it installed. The way we access it is to bring it in with a line like from TextBlob import TextBlob, and then let's write a subroutine that gives us the sentiment value. I'm going to create a subroutine called getSentiment that takes text as an input. I'm then going to take Ghostwriter's suggestion, which is pretty handy, to take the sentiment polarity. Now what that is a value between -1 and +1 depending on the sentiment of it. Negative values are going to be negative sentiment and positive values are going to be a positive sentiment. The more extreme the value, the more positive or negative the text is going to be. This, by the way, is a pre-trained model, so we don't need to build any ML training into this. We can just access it and use it, and it is pretty good. But I don't just want to return a number, I want to return whether it's positive or negative sentiment. So I'm just going to use an if statement, and again, take Ghostwriter's suggestion. But I'm going to return two things. In Python, that's quite easy. We just make a list by using comma. When I call it then, I'll need two variables to access it. And in this one, I'm going to take the sentiment and the value of the text, I love this movie. I'm going to print both of them out to show you. And you'll see that it's got a sentiment value of 0.5. So it's positive 0.5. We call that a positive sentiment. Let's change it to I hate this movie. And you'll see there we got -0.08 as the sentiment, so strongly negative reaction, and a negative rating. Now, of course, this gives you a bunch of information to help you categorize something. And you can make the choice for yourself at what level a negative sentiment should be a problem. So, here's your challenge. I'd like you to connect this to a Discord server. I'd like you to scan every message that comes in. You should take the information about the user and store it in a PostgreSQL table named user. You should then calculate a sentiment value from the message. If it's extremely negative, you should store that information inside a second table inside your PostgreSQL database with a foreign key linking it to the user. Every time the user posts something extremely negative, they should be muted for an increasing number of minutes, starting at 1 and doubling every time. You'll need to store information about the negative comment being posted in the database table. You'll need to search for how many negative comment warnings they've already had and work out how many minutes they should be muted for. You will of course need to message the user to tell them this has happened from the bot. Once you've built this, share it with us in the community and post it to Twitter with the hashtag Replit PostgreSQL. Don't forget to use secrets to store all the information you need to connect to your Discord bot, as well as to connect to your database. So, you've got a good knowledge of using PostgreSQL directly in a REPL. Build something cool and let us know how you get on. Share your amazing project in whichever language you want to build them in, because at REPL we support nearly everyone. Share it with us. We'd love to see what you make with it.